Welcome back to Villain Review, episode 117. And today, we are going to be looking at The Beast from the 2014 miniseries Over the Garden Wall. I have gotten tons and tons and hundreds of thousands of comments for The Beast, and I've never seen this thing. So let's find out how good of a villain he really is.
You're running out of oil, woodsman. Why not let me take the lantern for a while? Take on!
This portion of the video is called Origins, but sometimes, like for The Beast, yeah, we don't get an origin. For human villains, you need an origin. It's like making a pizza, but without hands. If it's gonna be good, you need it. But for villains like The Beast, I think the fact that he doesn't have an origin works even better. For those who aren't familiar with The Beast, basically he's like this monster that hides in the woods and turns kids into trees so that he can steal their souls and continue to just torture those who pass through his domain. Yeah, this is for a kid's show. The fact that The Beast is mysterious makes him so much more interesting because if he had an origin, it would take away all the mystery and just mythos from the character. Don't mind me, I'm just a kid walking into the forest. Hey kid, you have to be careful in there. What? Why? There's this weird dude named Bernard. He likes to sing opera in the forest. Wait, why would I be scared? You see, because Bernard, he used to be an accountant. Is there something else? No, it's really scary stuff. Sometimes he turns kids into trees. So there's an accountant who sings opera in the forest. Yes. And his name's Bernard. Yes, but he's really scary. Man, stop being such a p***. By ditching the origin, The Beast is this mysterious folklore-esque character, and I think it's really cool. For kids, it's not the human motives that scare, but rather the don't go outside or the monster will get you kind of villain that works a lot better. As far as the motive goes, it's pretty simple in that it's just trying to survive. The Beast's own soul is kept in the woodsman lantern, and he makes it his goal to make sure it stays more lit than a nightclub, no matter what it takes. The mythos and fear behind the Beast are a great addition to the character, and even though we don't see him until almost halfway through the story, it's just nerve-wracking knowing he's out there.
Yes, come, Gregory. There is much to be done.
And then you'll show us the way home, right?
Of course.
For a kid's show, The Beast is a pretty creepy character, and what I like most about him is just how unique he feels. The Beast's calling card is that he belts out opera like he's freaking Susan Boyle or something like that. I don't really know opera singers. Opera might not seem like a creepy thing to fit The Beast, but there are some really atmospheric scenes where Greg and Wirt are just chilling, right? They're just chilling, having a good time, and then the Beast's ominous opera starts to grow louder in the distance. The Beast sort of fills that trickster villain type role as well, because he's sketchier than a Nigerian prince. Just like real life, some of the scariest villains are the ones who put on that friendly facade, and we see that done plenty of times in the series, again, making the Beast a lot creepier. While he does pretend to be friendly at times, his true self is a lot darker, and we often see him tormenting the woodsman with threats and other insults. The Beast's motive is also pretty sadistic because on top of turning hopeless kids into ants, he does it for the sole purpose of keeping himself alive. It would be one thing if he was doing it to help the environment, okay? If that were the case, he'd be the greatest hero to ever exist. But making trees just so that he can keep singing opera? Kinda messed up, dude.
To wait, just gotta wait.
Yes, just sit there in the cold and wait.
One of the main things I want to talk about with The Beast is his presence. He's not in the show a lot, but you can feel him. It feels like he might always just be creeping in the background planning his next move. The lack of screen time doesn't make him feel lacking, but instead it just makes the anticipation of his next scene more intense. Before I get into the scenes, we sort of get this little villain song that these people sing, and while it is way too short to ride the rides, it shows that the Beast has this reputation and that people are terrified of him. I like all the scenes with the huntsman though, because these are the ones where we see how the Beast really acts. When he's with Greg, he's friendly, sure, but with the woodsman, he's roasting his mom and just talking trash, and I like seeing this side of him. My two favorite scenes though are probably the last two, because if we're being honest, they're kind of really the only two lengthy scenes we get. The first one with Greg is good, and you really get the Pennywise vibes here, but the final scene with Wirt is also really good, and I like the confrontation between our final hero and our villain. It's also the scene where the Beast finally breaks the calm demeanor as he realizes that, yeah, his life might really be at risk here, Both scenes are good, but the best thing about the Beast is how he's able to hold on to a strong presence in the story without having to always be on screen.
You can do it.
Yes, yes, all hope will soon be lost.
Have you ever been turned into a tree? Good, because I hear it's not fun. Obviously, turning people into trees isn't very cash money, nor is all the tricks he's always pulling. He tells the woodsman that his daughter's soul is stuck in the lamp, and that as long as it's lit, she'll be alive. But yeah, that's a total lie. She's been dead the whole time. The manipulation and disregard for others so easily are some of the main things that make the Beast as evil as he is. There's no redeeming qualities here. He's a monster that preys upon the weak, and in case you were born yesterday, we consider that to be evil.
Woodsman, I knew you would come.
The Beast is a great example of how to do presents well, and is by far the best part of this character. He doesn't have an origin or a motive, but that was the right call because instead, we get a mysterious and ominous figure who was always lurking in the background. His opera singing is unique, and while we've seen the whole take advantage of lost kids thing before, it still feels fresh here. He's an evil villain for sure, and I'm glad that all these people suggested him because I really like him. I'm going to give the Beast an 8.
I won't let that happen.
Well then, perhaps we better make a deal.
Deal?
Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, maybe consider hitting subscribe because I make a new villain review every single Monday. Let me know who I should review next, and also what you think of the Beast. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.